Well, welcome to our first ever Redmill Advance Women's Day podcast. We've decided to do that. Well, it's kind of an opportunity came up because it's International Women's Day coming up. So we thought it was a great opportunity to celebrate the fabulous ladies that we have at Redmill Advance. So I think firstly we'll just introduce ourselves. So I'm Gail Conway, Operations Director here at Redmill Advance. I have been here going on 3 years now, which feels very quick coming in. Feel like I've been here forever.
Always been, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a brick in the wall. So loving being here. It's a great team. Been in financial services for a very, very, very long time. So I won't say exactly when, but started way back when. Entire career, started in banking, moved into advice, so mortgage advice, financial planner, moved into T&C and learning and development. Was a trainer at one point and then went into management. Had a bit of a career break from financial services to bring up my two girls. I did a bit of a random franchise where I worked for myself doing a mother and baby comparison website.
No way.
Yeah, but very random. Did that for a while. And then once the kids were a bit older, decided it was time probably to go back to financial services because it's what I know.
So I am Melanie and I am the operations executive here at Redmill. Before I started at Redmill, I hadn't really ever considered anything to do with financial services. I actually went to uni and studied psychology. When I was at uni and after I graduated, I had kind of tried out loads of different roles in different industries, and then a job at Redmill arose and I've never looked back. Brilliant. Best place I've ever worked, definitely. And I'm actually now halfway through studying for my own diploma qualification as well. So
I know, well done.
Woohoo!
She's done amazing.
Yeah.
Really good. First time passes so
Yeah.
far in every subject.
And a degree in psychology.
I know.
Wow.
I know. That must be a psychology something that can
Yeah.
transfer into any job role.
I'm Hayley. I'm the product design executive here at Redmill Advance. I have been here for 7 years now.
Wow.
I'm
very
probably
long time.
older. I know. I'm probably older than some of the furniture.
Definitely are.
God, yeah. We did a renovation not that long ago. But prior to that, I was self-employed, ran my own business as a brand designer, worked with, different clients from different industries. And then I met David and Redmill, and like Mel, I never looked back. David had such a passion for the industry, learning development, raising the standards,
Yeah.
the advice. I really much wanted to be a part of that. And I'm also a mum of 3, so which I think I've done well.
In your spare time.
In my spare time. Which obviously having that balance of career progression and being a mum, it's not always easy. There are some
It's definitely
challenges.
not easy.
But it is possible.
So when you hear Give to Gain, what comes to mind?
So for me, Give to Gain, I think it's about sharing. It's about investing what you know, what I know, knowledge and experience. As I said, I've been in the industry a long time. So I think it's sharing and passing on your knowledge to support and grow others, to share what our experiences are so that we can help. I think for me, I like people. So I'm very lucky that I actually do like people. I am a people person. And what I really, what I get a lot from is seeing other people grow and succeed.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to share anything that supports that or help people, give them a nudge up, give them encouragement or whatever. So to me, Give to Gain is giving a bit of yourself, what you know, whether it's experience or even just an ear to listen or a bit of direction. Then the gain is for everyone.
For me, Give to Gain, it kind of echoes those same themes. It's about rising together, lifting each other up, no matter your gender. And I think that's important. It's not just about women supporting women. I think it's important for all genders to recognise that everybody has a role. Like you said, I think given the time, knowledge and experience, good and bad, that's how we grow and that's how we learn. It's having that safe space to be created where women in particular have opportunities to progress in their career. Compass on all of that, I think it does build a very strong work culture.
What was important when we decided to do this as part of International Women's Day and sort of celebrating each other. But it isn't, we're not saying, it's not about like just women supporting other women. There is, it's as important, and we're seeing that difference, and recognizing, fathers need time as well, and on all the different aspects of that. It's not just us that are bringing up the families, and there is, perhaps getting to be a bit more of a distribution of how that.
Yeah, that's very much, I'd say, 50-50 for me and my partner.
I mean, maybe not in my household, but I'm not going to go down that route. You might watch it. But it is, yeah. It's about supporting each other, isn't it? No matter what.
I completely agree, and that was a great insight into what Give to Gain kind of means to us. So just expanding on that, you've both mentioned support. So what does a supportive environment kind of look like to you then?
For me, obviously, I mentioned that I have 3 beautiful, oh, they drive me crazy sometimes, children. But the one thing I will highlight is I've been through a personal journey of myself. So I consider myself as what they call a SEN mum. And for anybody who doesn't know what that means, it's a parent who children has special educational needs.
Yeah.
So my youngest daughter was, for the past 2 years, going through the assessment for autism. And obviously you kind of go on this emotional roller coaster.
Of course you go.
Without the support of leadership and massive amounts of empathy from all my colleagues, it was about keeping up that confidence in my ability within the working environment, having that flexibility, being able to work from home. And also I think it's important to highlight that it hasn't had a negative effect on my career, and that's very much down to the support that I have. Got this partnership with Financial Planner Life with Sam Oakes, and I had the opportunity to go down with David, to
London.
It was
actual field day.
I mean, let's face it, was scared of one of it. No, but it was a fantastic
But being able to
experience
do that and being able to organise your life around being able to do that, because it's not always easy. But how did you, have you got a bit of support to help you with that as well?
My partner, he really steps up. He really does. And having that's really important.
I think the crux of it is having a comfortable environment where you feel, I'm going to use the word empowered, although I know it's very cringy, I'm sorry, but empowered to share your ideas, to ask a question. We're all in learning and development, and we all say there's no such thing as a silly question, but you should never feel like you can't ask for help or ask a question or share ideas. I think at Redmill Advance it's something we're very good at. We do involve everybody. What that creates is a space where we all feel like we can share our ideas and pipe up and chip in, and what that actually makes is for some fantastic creativity. I think it goes a long way to what we produce, to how we put our courses together, how we deliver the creativity, the look, the feel, the technology that we embrace. And I think without sharing everyone in the team's ideas and the way that we do things, and everybody's...
It's a collaborative.
It is. That's exactly it. It's creating a collaborative environment where everybody feels comfortable. And I think for me, obviously, because I do the sort of people management piece as well, it's about ensuring that you're identifying if somebody's not quite right, so that you can perhaps do something about it, perhaps help that person and support them.
Because everybody has things going on.
Of course.
Knowing people are there if you need them to be.
Exactly. I'm actually really passionate about our neurodiverse training that we offer.
The lovely Dan delivering them for us. He's wonderful. Because we do offer that because we recognise how important that is. It's important in working with clients, it's working with colleagues, it's understanding yourself. So it's all of these different parts. So that's an absolutely amazing part of our live learning catalogue that we've been putting together. So really celebrate that.
So you have both touched on the support in Redmill, but outside of Redmill, is there any other mentor that you've had or any other workplace that you felt really supported in that environment?
100%. I would not be here today in the position that I am without some really amazing, supportive people that I've worked with. Some fantastic managers, particularly some women managers. And going back to then, it was quite inspirational for me to see that it was possible and it was achievable. And to be fair, it was quite a male-dominated industry. It probably still is to some extent. Definitely improving, but certainly in that whole management space. And I had, particular managers that were just really strong, had really good, the way they sort of, commanded your respect, I suppose, but in a quiet and not imposing way. Was amazing. And the encouragement that I had as well. The particular manager when I was a trainer at the time. So we used to deliver all the induction training for new advisors coming in, and there was a senior training manager's role coming up, which I would never even have considered to go for, mainly because of my time of my life and what we were planning. We're just getting married and whatever, thinking about starting a family, and she was so supportive and so encouraging for me to go for it. I thought, well, why not? And I did, and I got the job, and it really went from there. So yeah, 100%. Some of the strong, wonderful people that I've worked with have helped me to shape to where I am today.
That must have been a huge confidence boost as well, thinking that you weren't quite right for it, but went for it and then.
Exactly.
So especially during my time at college, Jane was an absolute inspiration, and sadly she actually passed away last year. She was not afraid to speak up. She encourages all to, if we felt something was kind of the sense of injustice, she would be encouraging us to go, well, question that.
Yep.
And she was very much the drive for me to believe in myself and my ability as a designer. I mean, I was actually pregnant with my eldest in my last year at college. And also on the west coast of Scotland, I had to get a boat. No plane. No plane.
Did you row it yourself?
Oh, well,
I bet you felt like you did.
going like this at 6 o'clock in the
Oh,
morning.
while pregnant.
Battling
Oh,
morning
wow.
sickness. No, that was no picnic. But I remember they were big supportive of me to finish.
Yeah.
That was the moment. That was the one thing I was determined. Took a year out, and then I went to university to do my final 2 years to get my degree. And then I met Finn, who has her own marketing business, and she really drove that entrepreneurship in me and pushed my confidence to deal with clients directly. And she'd always say, Hayley, we're going for the wow factor.
I know you go for the wow factor.
That's exactly. That's my aim every time. And obviously, finally, it's got to be you, Gail.
Oh.
No, I have to say
that.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Right, I'm just going to blush here.
No, 100%. Like your strength, absolutely amazes me. We're always evolving here at Redmill. Like we're, hate to say it, innovative.
Yeah.
So exploring new technologies, and really improving kind of the learning experience for our students.
Absolutely. David's a big driver for all of that, isn't it?
100%.
It's been great for me to come in and have somebody that's so open to innovation and open to new ideas, and that whole keeping pace with technology. I love that.
Well, thank you for sharing that, and it's great to hear how these mentors have helped shape who and also where you are just now. So it's really good to hear that. So Gail, we've touched on your experience and your career within financial services. Do you have any words of advice for anyone who might be sort of thinking about joining the industry or sort of looking into starting a career in financial services?
Go for it. It's a fantastic industry to work in. I think what you can see just from between the three of us, none of us thought about financial services as a career. We've all kind of fell into it, and we've all came in at different levels, and we're doing such diverse things. So there's so much to the, it's not just about being an advisor. If you're technically, if you've got a lot of technical knowledge, there's paraplanning, there's admin, there's management. You know, there's the T&C, learning and development, creative design. You know, there's so much, such a diverse industry. And I would say, you know, we'd obviously, as part of what we do, we deliver a lot of academy training. So we bring through, you know, we support large organisations, bringing students through. We actually support their diploma journey to get them signed off and get their qualification. If you can find, you know, seek out these kind of academy opportunities or in work, you know, opportunities at the same time. There is a lot out there, and there's a lot of support, and it's a welcoming industry, especially now that's recognised that we have the, you know, the advice gap. It needs to be filled. We need more people to step up and come join us, and we'll train you.
And touching on the diploma qualifications, obviously I'm going through it myself just now, and it definitely, when you have that first look at the exams, it is very daunting. And they're big, and there's lots of information in there, and especially if it's never something you've never really looked at before, something that you've got no prior knowledge to, which myself I didn't. So it can be very daunting, but you just need to take a step back and realise that you do have that support around you, and it's definitely doable.
It's while working full time as well. So
Not going to sit here and say that it's not hard, because it is.
it takes
but it's very doable and worth it in the long run, especially. So yeah, I would take the leap of faith and go for it.
Definitely.
Amazing. Well, that's a wrap. So happy International Women's Day to all of you fabulous women out there.